We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you, the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world. You play this up for me, yeah.
Hello, fellow Whovians. Welcome to another edition of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil. I'm the host and the showrunner, and we've got a team of panelists here that are going to be doing their best to be doing their favorite recipes, because today we are celebrating. Now, normally we do this next month, but because Doctor Who is premiering, the 60th anniversary is premiering on the U.S. Thanksgiving Day, we decided to do our foodie special a little earlier now, during getting close to Canadian Thanksgiving. Welcome again. This is our foodie special for another year out there, and we want to thank you all for joining us out here. What we're going to be doing is cooking our favorite recipes for the holidays. Some of us are going to have a little more geek flavor to it, but you can check it out, get the recipes on your own. and tell us about your favorite recipes and what you'd like to create. My name is Christian Basil. In just a few moments, I'm going to be pulling down that banner and introducing you to the team tonight. And tonight, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see we are featuring the KitchenKillaz tonight. Billy Floyd is there. Yep, there he is. You can hear his voice, the in the crowd out there. So without further ado, let me go ahead and pull down the banner. Here's everybody all at once out there. And you can see Jess and Dave are in the kitchen. And in a moment, I'll be moving to the kitchen too. But we got Billy for just a very short time. So he's going to start off everything for something special for music. Or did you want to go a little bit later?
I love it. No, let's start it off, dude. I'm down.
Okay.
Don't test me with a good time. I'll take you right to the bank, baby.
Oh my God, summer's here. I'll just lick my leg. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start out here.
Summer was a person.
Yes, and a season. So
just licked your leg.
Just
right. Oh, summer's here. I'm expecting.
Anyway, let me go ahead and introduce the panelists really fast. When I mean really fast, there's Mr. Dave Chapman. There's Mr. Mark Robinson, the Candy Man, and Little Miss Candy, better known as Jessamine. We also have Billy Floyd from the KitchenKillaz. He's going to be performing in a moment. And last but not least, she's back to help us cook some more goodies.
Dun, dun, dun.
And this year, you didn't bring your balls back, did you?
Oh, no balls today.
No balls today. Oh my God.
No balls today.
I'm
I mean,
serious.
is there a special request for balls? I'm sure I can rustle up some.
Oh, there's always a special request for balls, especially around this time of year. So, if you don't know what we're talking about, you should check out last year's
foodie episode. I made amazing balls, and they were really good with chili powder.
They were amazing. So. What's that?
No, they were cheese balls.
They were cheese balls.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
Okay, no worries there. But we got a lot of balls to talk about. Anyway, let's go ahead and get things started. And don't forget to, if you got into the chats out there, tell us about your favorite recipes or stuff that you serve around the holidays. But without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Billy Floyd himself from the KitchenKillaz. Go for it, my friend. What do you got?
I love you guys. Thanks for having me on.
And Andrew Morris loves your balls.
I'm down for Canadian Thanksgiving. I'm ready. From what I understand, Dave said he was going to pay for all of us to go up to Canada next year.
Oh, really?
So celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving together as a family.
I can live with that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, apparently Jess is a pilot. I don't know what that means, but she's going to be the one flying, and Dave is paying for the whole thing.
Really?
So, yeah. Huge shout out to Dave. So yeah, let's go ahead and rock, man. This is I write a lot of music. I live in Orlando. I crash kitchens, all that good stuff. Every Friday night, you can find us live in different kitchens, pretty much all around the country, talking about different food and introducing you to the authenticity, the menu, the people behind the spatula, if you will. And in between all that delicious food descriptions, I play some jams, originals, and covers. I only got a couple tonight, so I'm gonna rock some originals because hey, man, it's Colonel's original recipe. We're all making stuff tonight, so let's make some music.
There you go.
I hope you guys like this. It's called Ghosted. If you don't, it's Jessamine's fault. Sorry to throw you under the bus there, Jessamine. We go way back.
Always get the new girl on the bus, and don't forget to check out his link. There you go, guys.
Yes.
Now that voicemail, tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now and unread, because you've already said those words that switched my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. A spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, marked man, and I'm broken. I didn't listen to that voicemail, a tick-tock, that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back. I'm gonna leave you now, I'm through it. I've moved on in my head, those thoughts of future frames and photos left for dead. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. A spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, marked man, and broken. Right down. You'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, a mark man, and I'm broken. Right down, broken. Right down. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused while so enclosed. A spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, a mark man, and I'm broken. Right down. You'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused while so enclosed. A spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, a mark man, and I'm broken. Right down, broken. Right down. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah. I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. So don't you tell your friends I want you back. Thanks, guys.
Woo!
Right on. Yeah, appreciate that. Right on.
Yay!
Right on. Awesome, thank you. What's up, Michelle Hess? Jim Barr, what's up? Roger, good to see you. Mike in the house. Hoovie and cosplayers of Florida. Of course, man. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I don't know what was going on. The vocals are good, but we're having a little trouble hearing the guitar. It would like cut out every now and then.
Oh man, you got to put that up right away, dog. You got to let me know that immediately. You are, because to me it sounds fantastic. So
okay. Well,
Michelle, I don't know.
Michelle says you did great, so I think you did great. But I'm gonna go for
well,
the
at
next
first
song.
I thought it was part of it. I was just like, all right, because it was just like hard stops within it, and I was like,
okay.
ooh, okay. So, I mean,
That's what he does.
I was like, okay, like that's a nice like a hard stop in the music, but it kind of added like an extra like beat to it. I thought it was cool.
All right. Well, hey,
I thought it was intentional.
Let's see. Go in there. Psh, not at all. To me, it sounds brilliant in my headphones. So I'm like, all right, great. This is good. No problem. Let's see what we've got here. Let's drop this volume down a little bit. Maybe we're clipping. We don't know.
I'll tell you what, Billy, work on that. Work on the sound over there. When we come back from break, we'll get you playing. We're just going to go to commercial break. When we return, Mr. Billy Floyd will sing his next song and final song before we go out, and then we're going to start cooking. I already start cooking in the other room. So everybody, please stay by. Please continue to stay logged on. Tune in. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Oh, brilliant! It's hard to believe that in the 56-year history of the greatest sci-fi television show in the English language, there has never been a fan guide to Doctor Who. The official books might give you what they think you need to know, but only a guide written by a true fan will give you what you really want to know. Join Whovian, the brilliant Mackenzie Flaw, as she takes you on an intensive journey inside the world of the first female Doctor. In the Binge Watcher's Guide to Doctor Who, Season 11. Right, let's get a shift on.
has been launched into the stratosphere by the popular social media app Yin Yang.
I just think it's incredible that someone from our hometown we knew so well.
That's my holy grail.
You are the closest thing this town has to a hero.
I'm still just Jake.
Give me the TARDIS. Now. Give me the TARDIS. Now. Give it here. Down a demon. Power of Christ compels you to give me that damn TARDIS. All right. All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, as we're celebrating Canadian Thanksgiving with our annual Foodie Special. And we welcome back Billy Floyd from the KitchenKillaz, who is kind enough to provide the entertainment for tonight. As you just saw from that last video, yep, we are in the 31 days of Halloween at our YouTube channel and our Facebook page and all of our social media. So check it out there. And welcome back, everybody, to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Billy, I know you got to go, but you got one more song for us. Is that right?
I'm going to do this real quick. You let me know what this sounds like. Don't send me solo. I need all of you to be my sound techs real quick.
You got it. Go for it, Billy. Sounds good so far.
Is that breaking up?
No, not anymore.
It sounds okay?
Yep.
All right, fantastic. Let's do it. I want to taste some of that good food that he's preparing. I feel you, Jim Bar. I feel you. So this is actually brand new. I hope you guys like this, man. I think I've played this once. So
there you
go. Sometimes those songs come to you where it takes a little bit to write, and then sometimes it comes to you and it takes like 15 minutes to write. And this is one of those, just kind of like the expression of emotion. It was the headphones, by the way.
Oh, okay.
The headphones going back into the microphone, canceling out the sound coming into the board.
Oh, got it. Gotcha.
So this one is called Mainline.
Cool.
Yeah, buddy.
I've been up and down, gone round for round with a heart that showed me love. These fears have veered my troubled mind to scuttle memories of late night dancing, you romancing me and the stars above. You are my heartbeat, breath so deep that I can't let you go. You're my sunshine, my shooting star through space. You're the run I run to when I need to feel safe in this place. You're my main line of love straight to my soul. I can't see a world without you here for these loving hands to hold. My pain has led this misery to bleed into our life. I thought I had it all worked out, but clearly that's a lie. I didn't want to show you that this damage ran so deep. All I can think is if I did, I'd have a chance to keep my sunshine, my shooting star through space. You're the one I run to when I need to feel safe in this place. You're my main line of love straight to my soul. I can't see a world without you here for these loving hands to hold. I fought to let you in my heart in a way you would have stayed. The greatest love man could dream, but I couldn't shake my ways. My fear and anger mixed together, poison this great love. If you let me be the change we need, I'd sing a story of our sunshine, our shooting star through space. We're the ones we run to when we need to feel safe in this place. We're our main line of love straight to our soul. Let's live together in a world with loving hands to hold. Be my sunshine, my shooting star through space. You're the one I run to when we need to feel safe in this place. You're my main line of love straight to my soul. I can't see your world without you here for these loving hands to hold. I've been up and down, gone round for round with a heart that's shown me love. You are my heartbeat, breath so deep, and I can't let you go. Thanks, guys.
Woo!
Sweet baby Ray.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Billy Floyd from the KitchenKillaz. Make sure you subscribe on there, the facebook.com/KitchenKillaz.
Do it.
And he performs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, but he performs at the kitchens on Friday night.
That's right. Season 7 kickoff right here in the home studio. Chef Dane Brevoort and two-time state champion Chef Anthony Vivano have a fall menu that we're introducing on October 20th. It is the kickoff for Season 7. Check it here at 9:05. We have 15 seats. Albert, Christian, Basil. We have 2 remaining. If you would like one, let me know. It's okay. We'll talk later. Don't worry about it. You still owe me $12 for that thing that we did a while ago. We'll let that go for right now. We'll take care of it next year. Don't worry. The interest is adding up. October 20th right here. Season 7 kickoff, 9:05. And thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you, Billy. Thanks for everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the KitchenKillaz. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights, Billy's performing and doing something with the KitchenKillaz out there. And on Friday night, he's performing in the kitchen. Thank you, Billy. You have a good one, brother.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Just as our foodie tradition, we had Billy Floyd. Yeah. He was only here for a little bit, but hey, dude, he always performs up there, and we appreciate Billy and all the local artists in the Central Florida area, including the KitchenKillaz. So, who wants to start it off? Jessica, Dave?
I'll at least introduce what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do that.
I apologize for my sound. My wireless mic decided it didn't want to play nice.
You want to play Chipmunk.
But what I've got going on is 2 things.
Okay.
From Cozy Companion, which is a magazine from, if you remember when I did the cornbread.
Yeah.
From Adventures.
Yes.
Same company. In fact, today's recipe is going to come from a Tea Time Adventures adventure. Let's see if I can make that go close if I go into there. And it is going to be individual strawberry shortcakes. And it's gonna focus on it, sort of, kind of, not really. All right, that's okay.
That's cute.
And then after that, I'm gonna do some Welsh cakes because I figure what else, given Doctor Who.
I love Welsh cakes. What flavor are you doing? Classic, or are you doing like
Close to classic?
Okay, I love Welsh cakes. Like they're like my fave.
So what I'm gonna do. Just to start things off, so I can get this going. I've got my oven going for this, and I have been hacking up some strawberries here.
Last year, my lasagna soup videos.
And I'm going to, what was that? I don't know.
I don't know.
So I've just been chopping up these. I'm going to mix these up with a 1/4 cup of sugar.
Uh-huh.
And these are all going to sit, and it's going to get all nice and syrupy and beautiful by the end of the show. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
And why don't we let Mark do one of his things?
Okay. I think you've been volunteered, Mark.
The picture.
Because Mark is a segue. Mark is literally a segue. Bring up his banner.
You got it. Here comes. Oh, bring up banner. Hang on a second. Here comes Mark's banner.
There you go. And now you can just switch for him in the middle.
Is that how we're doing it now?
I guess
Ladies and gentlemen, the Canadian himself, Mark Robinson, all the way from the UK.
Hey guys, I'm going to do mocktails. They're the non-alcoholic version of cocktails. I'm going to switch my camera around, and we're going to start with the first one. It's a nice, simple one. Just bear a moment, just get to the cameras, and hopefully I can find the red button, unlike Christian.
Hey, shut it.
Sorry. Right. Okay. So as you can see, I've got my little bar set up here. I've got Collins glass, a gin goblet, mixer glass, champagne flute, hurricane glass, and a Vortex margarita glass. Oh, sorry, martini glass. So what I'm going to do is going to start off with my simplest restaurant. Sorry about my camera because I'm holding it and moving it. I'm going to grab hold of Collins glass, just like that. And I'm going to try to put it back down. I'm just doing that. And what we're going to do is make a virgin sunrise. It's one of the most simplest drinks, not as simple as a screwdriver, which is, if you do like alcoholic drinks, and a vodka and orange juice is actually called a screwdriver. Not a lot of people know that.
Oh.
And if you have it with Archers, which is peach schnapps, that's called a fuzzy navel. So all I'm going to do, I forgot my ice. 2 seconds. I'm right by the fridge. I'm going to get my ice.
Do you really have a cup that says "Keep calm"? I'm a doctor.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just seeing the upper right-hand corner.
Yes, there it is.
Oh,
I'm just going to zoom in. And I just bought this new cocktail book, the Alchemist Cookbook.
Okay.
Cocktail book. My first job was actually starting in a bar when I was 18. So I'm going to use some standard cube ice. People ask me whether or not it's better to use cube or crush. It always depends on what drink you're using. Since these are little tiny cubes, I'm just going to put them on here. As you can see at the back behind the glasses, I've got some drinks which are tequila, free alcohol drinks. So I've got a gin and a rum. I've also got syrups, my grenadine and blue Curaçao. My version of blue Curaçao is the alcohol version, but my friend let me borrow her non-alcoholic version. So if I run out of that, I have got my backup. But that blue Curaçao is from the same company as Monin.
Okay.
And you can pick that up. Monin are the same people who does all the coffee syrups, but we also do cocktail syrups as well. So what I'm going to do, pour in my orange juice, almost to the top. Just like that. And what is, so a sunrise is pretty much like a tequila sunrise, which Jess likes, I think. You like tequila, Jess, don't you?
I love a tequila sunrise. That was my first drink ever.
Right. So the tequila sunrise is literally this drink adding tequila. But the thing is sometimes, like, if you're driving or if you're on medication and you don't want the tequila, and then you can just do exactly the same thing and just have a virgin sunrise, which hopefully you'll see. I'm just adding a couple of drops of grenadine. And as you can see, that's putting it down.
This does look like a lava lamp. I think that's cool.
Yep, and that is a sunrise, a virgin sunrise.
Oh, okay.
So that is that. And to garnish it off, now I need to move all my ice. Got about doing this. I'm just going to chop up our orange. There's my orange. So I'm trying to do two cameras. I never really used two cameras at once.
We're still learning, team. Trust me, when I have to go cook my meal, I'm doing cell phone, so we'll see what happens here.
So there you go. There is my first drink, which is a tequila virgin. Oh, sorry, a virgin sunrise.
That is gorgeous.
And that doesn't take more than 30 seconds to make. So my next drink, before we go back to the segue, I'm going to call this a Dalek Vortex. So start off with I'm going to add, I'm not sure I can see this, Dalek ice cube.
Oh,
it's so
wait a minute. Did you purchase that Dalek ice tray that I've seen? Right.
No, I got it for Christmas. Someone actually bought it for my Christmas. And this is the mold. It is literally 3 Daleks and 2 TARDISes.
Yeah, I've seen that ice tray before. I'm just like, cool.
Yeah. And that's what you get. And you just basically add water to it, put it in the freezer, wait 24 hours and job done. So I'm going to add three Daleks, little squad task force. Okay, so now I'm going to add. Okay, please, have you ever seen one of these before? Sorry for zooming in and out.
Yeah, I've seen those high-end bar.
Jigger.
This is called a jigger. Well done, Jess. So normally you have 1 mil for one thing and a double mil on the other side. So it's quite easy. So I'm just going to pour in one shot of blue carousel. I actually like blue carousel or blue Krakow or blue bowls, however you want to pronounce it. It's an orange liqueur. And like I said, I'm using the non-alcoholic version to start off with because we're making mocktails and not cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now going to add a shot of grenadine. Yeah. And that should make it go nice and...
Mark, if you can hang the camera up just a wee bit.
I'm trying to.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying. If you can.
I'm trying to. Is that better?
I know. Oh.
Okay,
so got a couple of drunk Daleks in there.
The Daleks are just staring.
I'm now going to add some cranberry juice.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. And then to make it go really crazy, I'm going to add some Sweat's pink soda.
Roger, that's actually funny that you made that little typo because I remember when TGI, I don't know if they still do it, I haven't been there in a while. TGI used to cook with Jack Daniels stuff, and it used to be very good.
I used to love cooking JD. It is absolutely amazing. What I used to do is brown sugar, ketchup, melt that all down. And then with my little tiny thing, and I can't get anything, my hands are too cold. I'm going to add a bit of pearl dust, glitter, and I should give it a spin round, and it should, hopefully, in theory, if this all works, give me swirls.
Oh, wow. Oh, I like that.
And that's why I call it the Vortex.
Hey, Jess, got faith in the chats. Just come to
and there you go. The Dalek Vortex. I think the Daleks are a little bit too tricky.
They are wasted.
Right, okay, so you want to go pass back to Dave, and I'll get myself set up for the next two drinks.
She got it. Bring it over to Mr. Dave Chapman in Canada. Wait, Dave, when is Thanksgiving? Is it this Thursday?
No, it's Thursday. You guys are weird. Thursday.
I know. I didn't make
next
the day.
Monday.
Both of you guys.
It would be a holiday, not Thursday.
Both of you guys are weird. You actually have Thanksgiving. We don't have that in the UK.
You should. It's good. It's good stuff.
So what I'm doing now is I am grating, because it is way easier to do that, some frozen butter. And if you have a pastry cutter, you could just use that. If you really want, you could do it with just a fork. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm putting it into the flour. So this is just basic baking pastry 101 and mixing all this. So
no soggy bottoms.
Yes, exactly.
Unless you like soggy bottoms. Sorry.
Hold on your,
it's just
talking about
honest.
Soggy bottoms and balls. This whole foodie special. So
no, like Great British Bake Off. Like it's all about the non-soggy bottoms.
Yes, it's very true. I was going to go get a pastry cutter just to make it even easier, because it's easier once you grate it even then to do that. But no, heaven forbid. And that is almost there.
You're welcome, Faith. Come on. You're welcome to the party anytime.
If you've never baked or used like hunks of margarine or butter, they got measurements right on usually the wrapper. It's easy to figure out. So these are half cup sticks that I've got going on. And so I just have to kind of make sure that I don't go too far over, because you don't want that. And that's about right. Perfect. So I basically, I'm going, once I've got that butter into here, I'm just going to add in some more of this butter. It's just all nice and fluffy and broken up. Add in more flour. And let's get more of this butter out. It's nice if you have just a regular box grater, because you don't then need to.
Easy, Tom.
I'm being Tom again. And so basically, you're just going to take all that, and you can see just breaking it up and incorporating everything. And from there, I'm going to add in some sugar, some baking powder, and baking soda. And I almost had a big slight emergency in that I had I go to open up my baking powder, and it did not in fact exist. I had a container, and it had like a teaspoon and a half.
Oh.
That was a big deal. So my roommate, who gets home at 4 o'clock, right when we get live, and according to Mountain time, was very nice and stopped and picked some up for me, so I could actually do the recipes that I planned. Shock. And this has, so you can kind of see, it's just kind of gotten a little bit chunky. It's still nice and smooth though. I'm gonna slide that extra butter in there. Yum, yum, yum. And so I got some more sugar that's gonna go in there. And all my floof powder. We're going to mix all of that up. And then I've actually got buttermilk. But I don't have buttermilk, because buttermilk is a pain in the butt. You can never...
I don't know if that's completely true, Doctor.
It's a pain in the buttermilk.
Because unless you actively are someone who uses buttermilk for things, you don't use buttermilk. Like, it's just not a thing that people use. So I made my own. So I just add a little bit of cider vinegar to regular milk, and you get basically buttermilk. I need a little bit to brush on the top at the end. So we've got all that. I'm just going to grab my whisk and add in. We're going to wet my dry. And in we go. And while I finish mixing all this up, why don't we go to Jess and or Candyman?
We go to Jess. I'm a little bit prepping from Nick's lot.
There we go. Yes, it is. I'm just Christian's hands are busy, so we're just gonna put over here and go ding.
Oh, the other Jess. We got other Jess.
Right.
Yeah, we got two Jesses here. Which Jess did you want?
I mean, I can start off mine, and then you see the plated one later. I don't know what I'm doing. Airbending. Me?
Yeah, you. I guess.
Okay.
We're saving the other best for last. We're saving the other Jess for last.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay.
Yeah, I said it. I said it. What are you
I'm
gonna
kidding.
do? What are you gonna do? Come over.
All right, where's my keys? I have a vortex manipulator somewhere. I'll be there in 2 seconds.
Yeah. That's what all the girls say.
So I took a recipe that I actually found on TikTok from this savory vegan, but I have Doctor WHO-ified it. So it was originally called like a fall harvest grain bowl, but we're now calling it a Suntaran harvest. Because I feel like that's what they would like.
I like the balls better, but go for it.
Yes, are the Suntarans drunk?
Unfortunately not. No, they're just potatoes.
When they get really old, they become vodka.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Centaurans pass away.
Why do we not have a Centauran drink that's vodka based? Potato. Okay. Anyway.
Don't give her any ideas. She's just gonna make up crap as she goes along here.
Yeah, I've got some vodka in the bag. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah. So for this one, it's very simple. It's kind of like 2 recipes in one. So the first thing that I did was I got a sweet potato. And
I don't like the way what you just did with that knife. That's kind of scary.
You know, it's fine. So just slice my
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I am proficient in weaponry. So I just slice my sweet potatoes like this. So they're just little wedges. And so with that, we've got to sunfarify them. So I have a nice little metal straw. Got to give them some eyes. All right.
I'm Jess, I'm going to hold you right there for just a second because Dave had a question from Doctor Who. David, Doctor Who at 60 said, wait, did you just add melted butter to milk to make buttermilk?
No, I added apple cider vinegar to milk.
Oh, okay.
Basically, just to get a bit of acid.
Oh, okay.
That would be really funny if you did butter and milk and you're like, it's buttermilk.
Ah!
That would be so much easier.
It really would.
We get what we're paying.
If only.
Apple pen moment. I'm not that cool.
Alrighty.
Just
so to make
psychopathic with that little. Go ahead. Sorry.
Speaking of, so the worse of an artist you are, the better. Because we've got our nice little Centauran face.
Yeah, go with that.
You can make them scowl or frown. Either way, you've got a nice little Centauran. So what we're going to do with these little Centauran faces is we're actually going to chop up some cauliflower to go with, pop in some olive oil on top on a baking sheet, and then sprinkle on some onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, and paprika to your liking. And with that, you just pop it in the oven. You put it on for 425, 20 minutes on each side, give or take, depending on your oven. And when it comes out...
We don't, Faith, we don't.
I have some rough Centaurans over here, too. I may not show those. But when it comes out, so you got these lovely guys. So look at that nice little crispy Centauran. He's seen some things.
Very crispy.
Oh no, it's great.
Okay, go with that.
This one curled up a little bit. He was really, but yeah. So we got some nice.
We call that one Strax.
Yeah, I had like a half of one too, where it was just the eyes. But with that, you also get like this wonderful cauliflower. Throw some thyme on there. So while that's baking,
okay,
you make the orzo. It's a creamy orzo. Do you guys know what orzo is?
Jessica, can you see what Doctor Who just wrote? For the glory of Santar. Yes.
Yes. So we are channeling Santar and Centaurans here in the kitchen. And it's 425. So we've upped it even more since last year. You got to meet those quotas.
Jess, what's that in metric?
Uh-oh.
You know, that is a really good question. Hold on.
Oh, this is going to be the longest show ever.
Hold on. I feel like it's like, would it be like 120 Celsius, something like that? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Now I need to know. Okay, I'll figure it out during the break. So yeah, so making a creamy orzo. I want to add a T into that. It's just orzo. It's not orzo. I don't know what language I think it's in, but it's not what I think it is. So orzo is like a pasta rice hybrid.
Yeah.
It's actually pasta, but it comes in long little rice shaped form. Yeah. What?
It's the hybrid.
Something else.
The hybrid.
Yeah, it's a hybrid.
There
It
you go.
is a hybrid. Yeah. So for the orzo, ¿Cómo?
No,
Oh my
just
goodness.
I'm not so microwave dinner, and because I'm really hungry now. I'm sorry. Well, you came to the party, so we're making food tonight. There, sorry, Jim. What language are you speaking?
I don't know. I'm making up words. I really want it to be orzo. I want there to be a T. I want it to be ORZTO.
Bingo.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you do with this orzo?
So, with this orzo, so what you start off with is you start out with garlic. No, you start out with butter.
There you go, David.
I lied. So you start off with butter
Butter or
and
vinegar?
you get your pot. Not buttermilk, just butter. So you start off with butter in your pot and you're going to melt that butter. Once the butter has completely melted, you're going to add a small chopped up
Don't
onion.
encourage her, Faith. Don't encourage her.
That's what I want it to be.
It's garlic butter. Yeah, you go.
It's garlic butter now, you know.
All right,
So
I got a
you-
commercial break.
Onion,
Go. Keep cooking.
onion, garlic, and poultry seasoning. Fun fact: poultry seasoning is vegetarian. It is just the seasoning, not the actual.
What? What's that?
Chicken, like
Was it made from real babies?
Listen, man, you have to
yeah.
follow up with this. You know this, right? It's just...
No, I got it beat. So yeah, so you're gonna throw all that in, let it get fragrant. Once it's kind of fragrant, which means it smells really good, you're gonna add the orzo and let that actually kind of crisp for about a minute or two. Once that's over, you throw in some broth of your choice. So if you do eat meat, you can put chicken broth in. I don't, so mine vegetable broth. So it's 1/2 of the liquid you throw in is milk or a milk substitute, and then broth. And so with that, you bring it to a boil. Once it's at a boil, turn it down to simmer, stick the lid on, and you let it cook. And that is the place that I am right now. So once all that's done, you plate it all together. So you put the orzo. Well, oh, no. You got to add Parmesan because cheese makes everything better. So you add Parmesan to it. And then you plate it with the orzo. And then you add the nice Centauran cooked faces of horror. See, I thought I would go with like Halloween and Thanksgiving and Doctor Who all in one. So like we're really winning here. So that is my version of the Centauran harvest. It's how you harvest Centaurans.
Woo! You're a Scottish cook something.
Yeah.
There's no child labor laws here on Gallifrey. Keep cooking.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I have going right now.
So Dalek crazy bread and cheese orzo. We're just making. I win.
A win is win.
A win is a win.
Yeah.
Exactly. Gotcha. There. Do you have a sample of your? Or are you cooking the or? Now you got me saying
orzo?
with a
No,
T. Now this is
it's the
ridiculous.
Orzo sounds so much like more well-rounded. It's definitely what I want it to be. So the orzo is not fully. It's almost there. It's almost fully cooked. It's got to just get a little bit softer. But this is what it looks like right now. So I can show you an example. And this is before the cheese, which of course the cheese makes it even better.
Oh, that does.
That's
look
that
good.
really.
That does look.
And this is before the cheese. So imagine with that Parmesan, like freshly grated, good stuff.
Sweetness. Thank you, Jess.
No problem.
Just to play
And
on the
I'll show
safe
you a
side,
plated version.
we're going to go to commercial break. When we continue our talk, Dave, Jess, and I will be burning my kitchen, and we're going to be talking with Little Miss Candy about her favorite candies. When we return, please continue to stay locked. I just heard what I said. Shut it. We'll continue to log on. Tune in. I'm going to commercial break before we burn this place down. There we go.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity. Streaming now.
You have more options than ever before when choosing a film, a television or internet series, a book to curl up with, or even a radio show or podcast. Get to know the people who are creating for you. The Hangin' With Web Show, hosted by award-winning author and journalist G.W. Pomacher, is the internet's fastest-growing web talk show series. The Hangin' With Web Show features professional, yet casual, in-depth interviews with creative arts and entertainment pros. Meet the people behind a digital revolution in creating more quality content than ever before in the history of media. Find the Hangin' With Web Show on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or simply go to www.hanginwithshow.com. That's www.hanginwithshow.com.
And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay.
Mark your calendars. November 14th, the return of Phantasmagoria, coming here live on The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. If you've seen their shows or you haven't seen them yet, we do have classic episodes of Phantasmagoria. Check them out now. Well, after the show, get your recipes then, and then check them out. But it's a sight to be beheld. You've got to see them. They were going to be coming here for Halloween, but they decided because of their scheduling, they're going to mix it up. According to Lord Byron, they're going to mix it up between Halloween and Christmas. It's going to be really an eclectic holiday treat for everybody. And again, this is going to be November 14th here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, 6 p.m. And you can check out their performances, as you can see there. They'll be at Ocala at the Riley Arts Festival on October 19th, at the Tampa Theater October 22nd, in Orlando at the Dr. Phillips Center for Performing Arts the 26th, 27th, 28th. In D-Land, October 29th, and in Leesburg at the Melon Patch Theater, November 3rd and 4th. So please check them out. Tell them the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS sent you. And without further ado, we're back doing our little foodie special. So, wait a minute. What do we got here? Wait. Jess has got something.
Amazing.
TARDIS blue with, yes, my Centaurans on
made
their
some
little
clones.
bowl of orzo.
Oh, that does sound appealing. I like that. That is awesome out there.
It's really tasty.
So, Dave,
Now I know what I'm doing the rest of the time.
I don't know if you have control of the studio,
I can.
because I was going to go ahead and set up. Did you want to do your thing for a minute?
I'll come in here. You go set up.
Okay.
I'll do this, and then I'll throw it to Jessamine in a moment here.
Sure.
Go on.
I'll see if I can get my studio on the phone.
Exactly. So, while commercials were going on, before the commercial, you saw me kind of take some of that buttermilk out. So I actually rushed the top. I split that dough up into 6, threw it onto a tray, brushed it. It's in the oven already. Now, but I did want to show you this. So these are the strawberries I did earlier. And you watched me do them. I didn't add any liquid. And you've got all this beautiful red strawberry syrup that's just coming out of them and that's just strawberries and sugar all mixed together, which is great. And I'm going to show you this. Jessica, since you were asking about the Welsh cakes, this is a cookbook that my mom wrote, and this is where I started from. This was going to be the recipe I used was from this. In fact, when I pulled it out, it was quite literally sitting on her recipe for that. But then I tried it when I went over and grabbed some stuff from her. She gave me a slightly different recipe. So that's what I'm going to be working on over the next couple of minutes while we go over to Little Miss Candy and we see what she's got for us. What have you, fair lady?
Well, I'm not cooking because I'm not trusted to cook, mainly because I burnt pasta and yeah. So I thought I'd do like my favourite sort of sweets, candy, but like not like I was trying to think of obscure things that maybe you don't have in Canada and America. This is when I pick something up and you guys have got it, isn't it? Yeah, I got to start with double dips. I feel bad like I'm not cooking anything now, but I thought I can't even see it on the camera.
No, share what you got. I'm excited.
You might have to take.
Oh no, it's blurring it.
It is blurring. There it is. There it is. Do you guys get double dip over there, over the pond?
Wait. Okay, so is it like the candy stick that you stick in the flavored?
Sherbet, yeah. In the sherbet, yeah.
Sugar? We do not call it that though.
Ours
is fun dip.
Fun dip. Oh, I feel like this is a learning lesson already.
This is really cool. I love it.
You're gonna have to go back.
What flavors do they come in though? Because they could come in different flavors.
Our main ones are orange and cherry. Like you get obviously the two in the one, but yeah, they don't tend to do many flavors for us here. Not like it. Mark might know different, but yeah, you go in the Asda or something. It's usually just this little pack.
Well, I think our big flavor is blue, and I don't think it's an actual flavor, but it's just the color blue. But there's a flavor.
See, that sounds pretty cool because like ours is just like boring cherry and orange. But yeah, no.
See, but I feel like you guys get all the good orange stuff because especially around Christmas, because we don't use orange is not a Christmas flavor, and it makes me so sad.
Do you not get Terry's chocolate orange?
That is the only thing that is
really?
ever orange and chocolate. Everything else, because I think I was in the UK around Christmas, and like you had the Krispy Kremes that were like chocolate donuts with orange, and I was like, this is amazing. Why do we not have this? So it's like that's a classic flavor combination, and I say that here, and everyone thinks I'm insane for saying like, I love chocolate and orange, and they're like, are you crazy? You mean like the Christmas oranges? And I'm like, no, like there's so many other like chocolate and orange go together. They're really good.
I know this is quite a traditional thing for the UK, but I don't know if it's ever went across the Atlantic. Is getting an orange and sticking cloves in it for an air freshener. Do you remember that, Jess?
Yeah.
Like you get an orange.
Yeah.
And you just literally put cloves.
We need to do that.
Into the thing, and you tie a ribbon around it, and like either hang it on your Christmas tree or hang it on in your wardrobe.
So they've recently come out with a life hack if you have cats, and they say to hang oranges on your tree because the cats don't like the smell of the citrus. That is the only way that we've ever thought or anyone's put oranges on the tree.
No, that's
to keep the cats away.
That's a classic old English thing. Just like clear away moths and stuff like that. Was oranges and cloves.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Now, a big thing over here right now is simmer pots.
I know my family has done that in the past, but It's also worth noting my family is mostly English, so that would explain why.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, our big thing right now, I think that I've seen a lot of our simmer pots. So you would slice the oranges up and put the cloves on the stove with water, and you throw cranberries in and rosemary in, and like you let that be the aroma for the entire house as it's on your stove. They call them simmer pots.
Normally,
but that's about it.
Normally, we drink that and call it more wine.
Yeah, I was gonna say just right there.
So, what else you got, Jess?
Well, I ate my jelly babies. I was going Doctor Who theme there, but I ate them. They're just too good. I just can't, like, when they're there, you just take one and you just take another and you just end up eating them all.
Okay. Question.
Do you bite the head off?
That's what I was going to ask. Do you bite the head off first, or do you eat them all? Are you savage and go feet, arms, head, then body?
Well, this is probably really psychotic to say, but I look at the jelly baby and then decide. Like, I'll look at it, go,
you judge it right then and there.
Yeah, just look at it, go, yeah. It's probably really psychotic to say and something not to have said out loud. But yeah, no, like, if you watch me eat a load of jelly babies, I'd look at it. Like, I won't just, I'm not one of those that just throw them in. I will look at it and be like, is it worth sacrificing or just taking whole? I'm one of those.
Oh my goodness. You weigh its heart. Like, it's like the Egyptian. Are you worthy?
Yeah.
Are you worthy to be eaten?
Exactly, yeah.
And in what manner?
So what happens if I'm not worthy to be eaten?
I'll eat the legs first. just go the other way.
Less are you worthy to be eaten, and more are you worthy to a quick death?
Say again?
So it's less of a are you worthy to be eaten and more of a are you worthy to have a quick death? Yeah,
exactly. I like to put them out their misery, Some of them, you look at them going, he's worthy of a quick death. Just, but others, no. Some of them I take the head. It's just like the mood I'm in. Yeah.
Christian is working his magic. He'll be back in a few minutes.
I feel really bad because everyone's like making something and I'm not trusted to cook.
You're not
unsupervised.
For you to do that.
Jess, you're not even trusted to do anything, are you?
No, I was always the kid at the back of the class with the safety glue and scissors, sort of. If I'm unsupervised, it's chaos.
I love it. You're my favorite human being. I love chaos.
It's fun. Like, why would anyone want to do anything, sensibly? Where's the fun in that?
Come on, we're all traveling TARDIS. What do you expect?
Exactly.
If anyone sensible would give me a big knife. Come on.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. Like my food lessons at school. Yeah, I went to move a pizza in the oven and I stuck my hand in and burnt it. Yeah. Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't like too hot, but like, yeah. This is why I'm not trusted to do anything. I did that and I burnt pasta. Like, my greatest accomplishment is burning pasta. So this is why I'm showing you my sweets, because yeah, not trusted otherwise.
Totally fair. So Mark, before we get into you, again, since people were asking what the heck was going on, so what I've been doing over here is I've got some currants. Now, if you don't have currants, you just raisins fine. And I rinse them off, and then I just microwave them so they got a little bit softer and fluffier. And I'm chopping up some crystallized ginger, and these are going to go in. All is going to go into the Welsh cakes. In the meantime, we're going to bring up Candyman's banner because we can, because Candyman has a banner.
I have a banner.
And then we come back to Candyman. Boom.
Boom. Hey guys, okay, the next two drinks. Okay. I'm just going to flip over the camera and see how the camera's working. Yeah. So one of my favourite drinks I used to drink all the time when I was living out in Spain is mojitos. So, but we're going to do this, a spice style mojito with non-alcoholic spice rum. So I'm just going to bring this over here. I'm just raise the camera. So this is from Clean & Co, German company, and it's a non-alcoholic golden spice spirit. Okay. So this is the way how I do my spice mojitos. This is slightly different from the classic mojito. So first of all, you get your mint. There you go. Right, the secret of mint is actually slapping it. It's like stinging nettles. If you ever get yourself stung by, when you land in a pit of stinging nettles, you get stung a lot more. It's the same reaction. What it does, it releases a smell when it gets hit to make the fragrant moles there. So I'm just going to smack it on the table.
I feel like there's a Grand Theft Auto joke in here that I'm not willing to make on the air.
No, nothing's in front of that. This is literally the thing. With mint, you're supposed to hit it before you put it in drinks. So I'm just going to do that. I'm using 2 different types of mint. I'm using a lemon mint and a spearmint to give it more flavors. So I'm just break it all down. Okay. Then the other difference is, which is slightly different, is I've got some brown sugar. So in a classic mojito, you'll use like either white sugar or cane sugar, but I tend to prefer using dark soft sugar. And then I'm going to cut a couple of wedges of lime up. Okay, so there's go one wedge, and that goes another wedge. Right. So, does anyone know what this is? I'm just going to zoom it out.
Muddler.
Yeah, it's a muddler. So what you do, you just press it all down, and you just muddle it like this. And this is releasing all the citrusy flavour, mixing the mint together, and basically making the sugar caramelise. Okay, once you've done that, okay, you add your rum, or in this case, non-alcoholic rum. And for me, what I'm going to try to do is use this mojito classic thing, but I'm just going to add a little bit to give it a little bit more of a sugar flavour. So I'm going to add a drop of that. Okay. And typical me, I put the ice back in the freezer. So I'm just going to grab the ice. This time, I'm going to use crushed ice. For mojitos, I find it a lot better with crushed ice. I'm just going to pour it in back. And you want a good helping of ice. Put it back in there. Just move it back a little bit so you can see it a little bit better from there. And the other thing I tend to use is, rather than using soda, is using ginger ale. And I just pour it to the top, give it a stir. And then all you do, you can either add a wedge of lime on top and a bit of mint to garnish if you want to.
What the hell?
And that is a spiced mojito. Or spiced no mojito. I'll give it a try. That's not actually that bad. That's quite nice. Right, so my second drink, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because this is a champagne glass. So I'm going to see if I can move the claim up. So I found this drink going to HM3 in London when Star Wars Episode 1 came out. I was walking past it, and then I realised that we'll release it the day of release on VHS and DVD. This is how long I was going back. Got in the queue, waited there for about an hour, and every person who got in there first got served this drink. So what I'm going to do is going to try to make the same thing with a little twist. So I'm using No Secco. Okay. I'm not sure if you can get No Secco in the US. It's like Prosecco, but non-alcoholic.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've heard of it before.
Right. Okay. So first of all,
conflicting.
Of course, Jess would know. I'm not
it's,
much of a
it's
jinx.
non-alcoholic.
It's a non-alcoholic Prosecco. That's why it's called No Secco. So I'm going to put a bit of blue cracker in again, just a little bit.
I don't think we have any yet, David.
The difference between Prosecco, Cava, and Champagne is not actually much difference apart from the location. We're all made from grapes, but Champagne can only be in Champagne in France, okay, and Prosecco is Italy, and Cava is Spanish. But that's all that. So what I'm going to do is add, while I'm doing this, I'm going to add a bit of glitter. So I'm adding a bit of blue glitter.
That's actually very pretty. I like it.
Okay. And I'm going to open this. I'm not a big Prosecco drinker.
Really,
so
Jim? I got to come to your house and set you up with that. Get you some spaghetti.
So I'm just waiting till the bubbles go down and top this up. Okay, is this going to work out or is it going darker? I'm just going to move it back a little bit, see if I can get more light on it.
I know this sounds weird, but do you know what? When you dye the Easter eggs and you put the vinegar in, that's what it looks like it's doing.
Right. So I'm not sure you can see it now. So I don't want to fit it right to the top. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see good. We can see really good.
I'm going to put a little couple of secret ingredients in it, and this is where it goes completely tits up. Okay.
And the gods of YouTube, please do not flag me because of that.
Right. Okay. I'm going
it's a UK thing.
It's a UK thing. It's not a US.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Well, you call those things which you wear around your waist, those little bags, which is completely different meaning in the UK. Right. So it's a little bit darker than what I want it to be. But the most secret important thing is you get a sugar cube. That's a standard sugar cube. Like that. It's not really a sugar cube. And then you drop it in. And sometimes, as you can see, it really reacts and bubbles up.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle
bells. And you can see it'll go up and down all the time. If I just pull it out a little bit. And the gold flakes are not doing anything. But that's a blue Travelis. It's a little bit darker than what I'm using. But if you can see, if I hold it up to the light better, you can see it all completely sparkling. Ah, too much light.
That's pretty. I like it.
And so that is my blue Travelis with glitter. I think the glitter has actually gone as more of a blue dye to it. So rather than being like drink glitter. So you have to be careful on glitters, whether or not they're baking glitter, which I think this is, and drink glitter, which is what that one is. Drink glitter, you look about £5 a pot, which is really expensive.
I did not know that there was a drink glitter. That's awesome.
Yeah, because what you find is a lot of the baking glitter will actually dissolve and the ink will come out. So as you can see as it's sparkling away, all the glitter is just moving around. And what's happening, because it's a little bit darker, the sugar cube is releasing the carbon dioxide more so. So it just literally keeps on lifting up bubbles to the top and then sinking back down, lifting back up, sinking back down again. And now are the next two drinks. So the Spice No Mojito. If you look how pretty that is, give it a stir. And the blue Travelis.
That's gorgeous. David asks, what pumpkin recipes do you have for Halloween? I don't, there's enough pumpkin spice out there.
I have plenty.
Oh, okay. Jess got you covered. Yeah, she definitely.
I have plenty.
Okay. Believe it or not, it was, I think it was yesterday when I actually first saw pumpkin spice coffee. Because that's not a big thing over the UK.
No, it's not.
Zygon stew made from pumpkin and beef. That's interesting. Well, I mean,
fun fact. I know a fun fact about pumpkin spice.
Okay.
So the reason I believe it's actually so popular here is actually witches. Because of the fact, because of Salem, so pumpkin spice doesn't necessarily have to include actual pumpkin. It's the spices that a lot of times you associate with pumpkin spice, which is going to be like cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and there's one more. But those have all been concocted together to ward off evil. So that's why we actually associate it with like spooky time, is actually because those are all spices that have always been associated with the Salem witches and to ward off evil spirits and everything like that. So when you put them all together and mix them up, yes, it smells amazing and tastes amazing, but it's actually meant to ward off evil. So if you're afraid of Halloween or spooky things, that's why you drink pumpkin spice, because you're warding off the evil spirits and stuff.
Well, then that makes sense. Every girl's running to Starbucks and grabbing it.
Sorry.
They're warding off spirit. No, that's fine.
Just in the UK.
Mark,
just in the UK, we don't have that, so I guess we're like, our women are just witches then. Is that what you're trying to say, Christian?
Well, not trying to say, maybe I am. Jim says, which, to you, Mark, which is the bottle that is black and gold with a gold crown in front with the red flaps dripped on the top with the red wax?
Red wax. That'll be my next drink. That is a gin, alcoholic-free gin.
Gotcha. I'm going to try to attempt to get to the kitchen, so
yeah.
Everybody in the chats behave. But I'm just going to give you a sneak preview of what I did earlier. This is the foundation. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the very beginning. This is the foundation for lumpia. And let me take this off so that we were all here. And nobody wants to see me. So and let me get Jess.
Sorry, I'm slurping.
Other Jess. Now we got all the Jesses there. This is just ground beef, shredded carrots, garlic, pepper, salt, onions. Trying to remember there. And next time I make this, I'm going to actually put on my own flavor. This is actually my mother's recipe that she gave me. Cheers to you, sir. And what I do is you take out all the ingredients, roll it up into a ball, and then you put it in the fridge for 24 hours so all of the ingredients can get, all the flavors can get mixed up in there, and then you just put it in the fridge. There's my salt and pepper shakers, a Lilo and Stitch. So, and I just wrapped it up, put it in the fridge right here, and be great if you have lumpia with sweet and sour sauce, which I will be trying. And this is actually my first time doing this in quite some time. The last time I did this, my dad was still around, and I made lumpia. And I'll be going live to my kitchen in just a moment. Plus, I got a hand-me-down thanks to my mother. This is from the 1970s, and it's still working just fine. But the problem is, to turn the knob, I actually had to get a wrench so I could change the degrees on this thing. But apparently, it's still in working condition. So people, be kind in the chats, because I don't think Dave and I have control of the chats. But I'm going to go ahead and duck out. And Dave, if you want to change the camera angle once I get to the kitchen, let me know. I'll be right back. I'm going to remove myself now.
All right, party. No, I'm kidding.
So, Dave, what are you doing
all
there?
of these amazing things. He's muted.
Looks like Dave's making his own little cocktail.
Yeah. Oh, it's a devil. I love it. Dave, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Just so you know.
Thank you. I muted myself because the speaker was loud. So yeah, an actual eggnog.
Coquito? Oh.
Completely fresh. With milk and egg and nutmeg and some sugar and amaretto and Kahlua.
Nice.
Ooh.
So Dave's gone for the alcohol drink.
And that's actually very good. I was going to do this with like just regular in a box eggnog, but that was on the list of things I didn't get to go buy. So I just made a fresh one. You saw me shaking it up. Cheers, extra protein because egg.
For the UK, eggnog is normally called Avocar in the UK.
Here's the wrench I had to use. Here's the wrench I had to use to turn the knob. So here's my kitchen, and just to give you a little bit, because it's a little bit hard, I'll eventually get something. Here is, let's see if I can do this. There's the fryer. I put it at the 300, 350. The egg wash. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me know if you can't. The egg wash I'll be using. Here, my mother drives me crazy on this one. Normally, the lumpia wrappers are round. She got me the square ones. So I'm going to make the attempt. And there was that meaty thingy that I made for the lumpia. And I'm going to try my best to show you what goes on here. And, oh, wow, that hardened up pretty fast. So hang tight. I was trying to get everything together so I wouldn't have to waste too much time. So what I'm doing is since it's square, you can use the full thing. I usually will try to fold this in half, like so. And then with the meat, I will take the spoon right here and the meat and just take, you don't need a lot, just a little bit to make like a little line. Like I'm gonna have to make a ton of lumpia tonight. But what I'm gonna do is just make a straight line with the lumpia. Like so. And then I roll it up, starting from one end to the other. Like that. And then I'm gonna use the egg wash right here as a glue adhesive. Oh, sorry. Put the egg wash right in front of the camera. And it acting like a little adhesive to keep everything together. And that is lumpia.
Try it.
Hopefully that'll stay together.
That's
we will
great.
find out shortly, won't we?
What's that?
We'll find out shortly, won't we?
Yeah, when I burn the house down.
Christian, is that phyllo pastry you're playing around with?
It's this is what it was called. It's called spring roll shells.
Okay.
They're just very, very flat, floury,
pancakes,
doughy kind of stuff. Yeah.
Is that the same sort of thing you'll get with like when you would eat like what's it called? With duck pancake rolls.
I don't know. The thing was, oh really?
Feels similar, anyways.
The thing with this is, I like the rolls. I couldn't find those in like a regular like store, like in a regular food store, and you don't even need that much meat. Just like a little sliver. I usually like a half a teaspoon, or however much you want in there. But you don't want to put too much, or else it'll take a little bit longer to cook. And I can't see the chats at all, so if anybody's saying anything.
Sorry,
egg rolls.
Like a chicken with the head cut off as well. Egg rolls use the same wrapper. Not technically. They can, but technically no.
No, egg roll I think has a thicker wrapper. This is a very. Yeah. I'll try to pull one apart so you can see how thin these are.
Lumpia is closer to a spring roll than an egg roll, Roger.
Yeah. So look how thin that is. Very paper thin.
Chris would have to go to downtown Orlando, East Colonial to get Oriental items.
Yeah, I have there's a Filipino store that I go to get the supplies. I can't find these particular rolls in like a grocery store or anything of that nature. I have to go to a Philippine store. And if you ever check out, do they have Philippine stores? Do they have Asian stores in the UK, Jess and Mark?
Yeah, we where I live, we're in the army base, and we have a lot of Gurkhas. And so we've got a lot of Nepalese stores.
What's Gurkhas? I'm sorry.
Gurkhas are the British Army soldiers from Nepal.
Oh, okay.
Basically, they normally come and train in where I live and do that. But yeah, if you go to London, there's pretty much every single sort of shop you can get from. You want Mexico, you can go get a Mexican shop. So Romanian, Polish, quite big. East Asia, India, Chinese. There's loads of stores. Like I think just in my hometown, I think we've got about 4 or 5 Asian shops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we usually get a fair few sort of Middle Eastern shops as well. Surely, I feel like they're in every town, everywhere, so never too far from one.
Getting a little diverse with the food culinary. I've always loved that. Jessamy, how big is Halloween in the UK at this moment?
How big is it? Not as big as it used to be. Certainly not as big as America. I feel like the last few years it just sort of dwindled, you know.
I think that's probably called COVID. Being perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Jessamy, you were here for Halloween Horror Nights. What did you think of it?
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I like being scared, and so it was like my level of scariness. I'm looking to go back next year, just make it sort of like a yearly thing because they were fantastic.
Got to get you and the TARDIS together.
Yeah.
I think there's only a few people I haven't gotten the TARDIS with. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mackenzie took a picture with it, or I can't seem to find it. And who else is on the team that needs a picture with it? Mark, you have a picture with it. I know that.
I've got loads of pictures with it. Me and Dave went around London with it.
That's right.
The first TARDIS on the Elizabeth line, baby.
We took it everywhere around London, didn't we, Dave?
Yeah. We crisscrossed the city. It was ridiculous. In the best sort of way, of course.
So I will if anybody else wants to jump up, I'm going to put these into the fryer just to see how well this turns out. And then I'm probably going to make some long ones.
I've got a couple more drinks I can make if you
What
want to
kind of
segue to
oil
me.
do you use?
We don't want to have Christian burning the house down on camera now, do we?
Camera. What type of oil for
This would be the best episode to do. Highly rated show.
And there we go.
Right, I have got 2 more drinks and possibly 1 drink I might completely make up on the spot. The last drink I'm going to do, but these 2 drinks, I'm not sure whether or not these are going to come out well or not, because normally I use 7 different types of alcohol in one of these drinks. So I'm going to try to do it non-alcoholic version. So I'm using a hurricane glass. I'm just going to turn around the camera. And that's that. So a hurricane glass looks like this. Looks like a face and a martini vortex. While a normal martini is just like diagonal, this has got a little vortex in it. So the first thing I want to do before I do anything with a martini glass, I want to chill it. So while we're talking to that, I'm going to get some ice.
So I think for this show, it's a time vortex glass.
Possibility. So I'm just going to put in a couple of ice cubes just to chill the glass just for the time being. In this glass, okay, so I'm going to leave this over here for the time being. I'm going to use for Vortex. So right at the very beginning, I showed how to make a sunrise. This is going to be the same thing, but rather than using orange juice, I'm going to use half orange juice and half pineapple juice.
Yummy.
Normally, I would add vodka and Archers, like peach snaps to it. It also depends on which thing it is. The idea is to get a nice little thick concentrated. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just going to move this back a little bit. Okay, so I want to fill it not all the way to the top, just to where it starts going out. I will put some more ice into that one. So I've got some ice there. Right, okay. That's cool. And so like before, I'm going to put some passion fruit, because I haven't got any peaches, so I'm going to put some passion fruit syrup in it instead. So you can make, with most of the cocktails, it's all about experimenting and see what tastes and what doesn't taste. So what I'm now going to do, I'm going to pour in, like before, to make the sunrise. So I'm just doing this. So as you can see, just a couple of drops, nothing too much. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just going to load this camera now. We've got a nice red on the bottom. Right, so normally I will add vodka, Archers, maybe Pastora as well to give it a thing out. So I'm going to take my shaker. I need to get a better camera system, really. I'm going to add coconut. So this would have been Malibu. Oh, 2 seconds, and I'm trying to get this off.
I can see your reflection.
Can you?
And I love it. In the, yeah, that's great. I'm like, ooh.
Okay, so I'm just putting a shot of, probably half a shot, because it's a little bit thicker. And the thing is as well, is trying to play with the different levels of photography. Because you don't want it, you want the flavor, but you don't want it too thick. So I'm putting that in there. And again, I'm going to use blue carousel. Again, we're using the syrup. So I'm not using too much of this. And then I would use a white rum. But as I haven't got any white rum, I'm going to try the spice rum. Okay. And this is the secret on this drink here, is to shake it. It's so cold, but you can't do it. So I'm going to go and put it back to myself here. Right. So I'll just add the whole lot. Right, okay, so on the chair, shake it, yeah. Keep on shaking it. I might have to turn my microphone off because it might be too loud. So I'm shaking it good. So it's so cold that you can get your fingerprints on them. I'm not sure you can see them, but that's not cold enough. You need to keep on shaking it more and more and more. Until your hands can't touch it anymore. So I'm going to bring it back into the drink. I'm going to swap over the cameras. 2 seconds. Right, okay, so now right up. Okay, and so what I'm going to try to do, if this works, because again, I'm using syrup, so I'm not sure this will work. Normally, I can just use a bar spoon, use the back of it, and what I'm trying to do is get the tension of the drink. I'm just going to gently pour it on the back of the spoon. It's too heavy. Yeah, it's too heavy. Damn. Oh, is it going back up? I might have to get a little, because it's a little bit too heavy because I'm using syrups rather than spirits. I'm going to add a bit of water to it. But as you can see, if I just turn it around, you can see the green going in now.
That's really cool.
Normally what you should do, it will go green and then it will go right at the very top blue. But because, like I said, I'm going to cheat now. I'm going to use, I didn't want to do this, I'm going to use proper blue carousel rather than the syrup because it's a little bit weaker, a little bit looser. Okay, so you got my pretty face now. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. So with this, what I would normally use to right on top of it is Bacardi, Malibu, and a blue carousel. Can you see now, because I've used a slightly weaker version, I'm going to show you now what it should look like. Can you see it as it's growing up to the top?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And like I said, because I've been playing around with syrups so much with the mocktail version of it, it's not coming up, but the more you do it, the more it'll go up to blue. And this drink takes ages to practice. There you go. And that's that drink
Real
there.
cool.
Okay. So this drink here, I'm going to use a martini. I'm just cooling it around there. Now, just going to quickly wash this up. I'm not sure. I'll leave you to focus on a rainbow drink or traffic lights. And this is what you can do. It's like playing with colours and how strong and strength the drinks are. Give me 2 seconds. Can I pass you back over to Dave, or anyone? I just quickly wash this one out.
Yeah, let's bring up Christian here. Christian, what do you think?
Well, I put the first batch in, and you just let it cook for about like 10, 15 minutes. I've got that 350, or as the instructions say, it's golden brown. I'm going to try to lift the camera up, and God forbid something happens. First of all, the camera falls in. But I don't know if you can see that. There you go. You just put it in, and you just let it cook for like 10, 15 minutes. Or as I said, a little bit of the golden brown. The row on the top, like this side where my hand is, I put in earlier, and this one is a little bit later, so I'm keeping an eye on it. Plus, I made 2 more. So that's where we are right now. I put them in at 37 after, so about 47. I'm going to take the first batch out. Maybe a little bit longer, I think. But
very nice.
But that's about it so far. I know Jim is going, God dang it, he's making me hungry. I was going to try to see if I could make...
I said that's the point of this episode.
That's right. Make you hungry, get some ideas, try something at home for the holidays.
Nothing I care about. So, meanwhile, I've been working on the on what will eventually be Welsh cakes. And unfortunately, one of the things you do is you put in a room, your eggs at room temperature. So I go to crack an egg, and one of my roommates put hard-boiled eggs in with regular eggs.
Oh, no.
Damn it. So I had to pull out other eggs, and hopefully they're all right. And, but the dough is coming together. When I stick dough, if anything, it's actually a little bit He could use a little bit more flour. And I'm going to be I've got a griddle warming up on the floor.
Uh-huh.
So I can put some of these on to show off before the end of the show. Mark, are you back? That means you have more stuff for us?
Jess, what's your favorite? Justine, what's your favorite candy in the UK?
Me. Oh, Jess, you go.
No, I want to hear.
Oh, my favorite. I think I got a big soft spot for jelly babies. I think that's because of Doctor Who. But I don't know. I kind of like most. Okay, I'll give you one that most probably haven't heard of, even in the UK. In Liverpool, we used to have this thing called Cop Cops. And it's like a little. I'm not a fan of licorice, but this was like a little licorice sweet, and they're like small sort of hard-boiled black sort of licorice sweets. I really like them. They're called Cop Cops. I only ever found them in Morrison's in Liverpool or in Southport, which is nearby. But yeah, they don't seem to get hold of them anymore, which is a shame. But they were, I think, as a kid, because they were called Cop Cops, and I'm not sure if you know your football, soccer. The stand at Liverpool is called the Cop, and we're called the Copites, who sit in the sand. And so, as a kid, I just sort of was like, "Oh yeah, it's Liverpool. I'll have it," you know. Yeah. Besides that, it's jelly babies, and then it's just probably white chocolate is like me go-to. That or mint. But yeah, so there's about 4 there. But
have you had the Butler's drinking chocolate? It's from Ireland. I don't know why I'm pointing up. That's not up for me, but you know, well, I guess I'm in Florida, so it's up. It's just up and over. Yeah. But no, they have. If you have a chance, I had it on a whim, and they have a white chocolate drinking chocolate. So if you're a huge fan of white chocolate, because they're of course like the little chocolate pods. And you know, heat them on the stove and everything. And it is the creamiest, like it is just so good. So if anyone has the ability to try Butler's drinking chocolate, if you have a layover in Ireland or anything, excellent. Because they have dark milk and white chocolate. So
I'll have to go check that out. I haven't been to Ireland. I know it's like down the road to me, so but I've not been. But I'll add that to my list.
That was the only reason. I had a layover. And I was offered gin at 8 a.m, as one does when in Rome, right?
Yeah, tears the Romans do.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's like that thing going around. It's like, how often do you think the Roman Empire?
Yes.
Yeah.
What have the Romans ever done for us? Aqueducts. Okay, apart from aqueducts, what have the Romans given us? Roads. Sorry.
You know, they finally found out the concrete. Sorry, we're going way off but the concrete that Rome is known for, because they have like this endurable concrete, and they couldn't figure out how their concrete was just so much better than everyone else's. And then they finally figured it out, that they weren't pulling the water from the same source, and it was salt content. The salt content wasn't high enough, and so they've finally been able to replicate the concrete chemistry that the Romans had, like just in the past year or so.
You should have asked Rory.
Right? He was there.
Exactly. He's still around, isn't he?
And
it's not like he could do anything. He was busy watching a box. So he would have looked at you funny and go like, "I'm busy."
Okay, but Rory would come out, because he comes out with the most obvious things, and I feel like that's the most obvious answer is like, oh, the water. And that's a very Rory thing to do. Even if he wasn't there, he'd be like, did you try using the water from there?
Exactly.
It's obvious.
He's still alive and he's not dead again, is he? He's.
I can't keep up.
Depends what year. Yeah.
When are we?
When?
Yeah,
because
no, yeah.
But yeah, what year was Angels in Manhattan? When's?
But that was in the 40s, 30s, 40s.
That's when he was sent back. It was right at the end. They came to the present, didn't they?
Oh, the first. Yeah, we were in. Man, shoot.
I can't remember. I really like that episode. Can't watch it because it makes me cry.
Oh.
But yeah, what year was that?
I feel like it was the year it was being filmed, though.
Yeah. So then, no. By today's standard, no. Rory's not here then.
Yeah.
So this is what the drink looks like, pretty much after I've done it. So if you go down.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's really cool.
What's your favorite of the drinks?
That one when it's got alcohol in it. It's just lethal. You're drinking fruit juices, but there's like 7 different alcohols in it.
Oh,
one, I'm not a big Prosecco fan, so I think so far the worst drink has been the Prosecco. I'm not a big wine, champagne drinker, so I've got 2 more drinks. I'm going to try this TARDIS Teeny. At the moment, I've just put a salt sugar layer around it and filled it up with gold drinking glitter.
Mark, this might sound like a really obvious question, but what is the purpose of putting this stuff around the glass? Like,
So
have I missed something really obvious?
Yeah, no, it's basically, say for example, the drinks like margaritas, which is tequila base. The salt will help it get that tangy taste just down a little bit, so it becomes different flavors. And most of the time, when you actually taste something, you don't actually taste it; you actually smell it.
Okay, explains a lot.
So when you get a glass and put it to your mouth, and it's got salt or sugar in it, you'll taste the salt and sugar. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, I just drink the drink. I don't really think about it, but that makes sense.
But that's the reason why we do it. The other reason, it's just a little party trick to make it look nice. So what I'm going to do while everyone's watching this and I've got it on there, I'm in my shaker. I'm going to pour 2 shots of gin. So double shot of gin. I'm going to use, I'm sorry guys, but I'm running out of blue cracker syrup. So I'm going to use 1 shot of blue carousel. Okay, maybe another shot and a half.
Yeah.
Just keep pouring.
And then I'm going to use a lime. I'm going to squeeze the juice up the lime into there. And the same thing with a lemon. And then I'm going to get a little bit, just a pinch of table salt. Or just a little pinch. Put that in there. I'm going to shake this all up again.
Jessica's got the shakes.
Yep. And then I'm going to strain it. Into the glass. And that will give it a nice little blue. Okay, maybe I need a little bit more than that. just quickly. So it's more than a couple of shots. So I'm just going to put a little bit in there. Just topping it up.
Oh, look at that shimmer. That's really cool.
That's the difference between the gold glitter, the drinking glitter, and breaking glitter. Okay. So that gives it a little bit more of a darker tone to it. I'm going to put my TARDIS ice cubes in, which are almost melting. Going to put them in. And I'm going to try and put a bit of orange garnish like this. And if I can do this, right, okay. That's what to do it. I'm just going to burn a bit of orange peel until it flashes. And this is too wet. And then once it burns, right, it's just burning. It's not actually doing it. Because what normally happens, you burn it and it will just go into there. And it's not working.
Not oily enough.
It's not oily enough. But normally you just burn a bit of orange and then just drop it in. But that is an epic fail.
Mark,
But
yeah. Mark, Tom is saying we should have made Turkish delight.
No, I don't think so, Scooter.
Jasmine, we'll teach you all about the history of the traveling TARDIS and Fry's Turkish delight. It's everyone hates it.
And that's my TARDIS variation on my TARDIS glittery teeny. As you can see, if you look underneath, it is sparkling, and we'll just give it a little bit of a stir.
Thanks for coming on, Jim. Thanks for. Hey, Matthew.
That's so cool.
God, he's still up. My goodness. Hey, Matthew. Hey, Dave. Whenever you're ready, bring it back to me. I wanna.
All right.
We're gonna test this out.
Oh, I've made an Ahsoka drink.
Here we go. It's still hot. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Is the jury in?
Oh, go ahead.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to make it a little bit. I'm going to actually make the lumpias a little less meat. But
ooh.
Oh God!
Hot.
Damn it!
Was it too hot?
There's a wee bit. Now I'm going to try it with sweet and sour sauce. Just lather that up.
That's actually quite nice.
Don't you wish you were here?
Oh yes.
Right. I'm going to try one more drink just for Dave. Okay. I've never done this just for Dave. Okay. I've never done this before. I do not know whether or not it's going to work or whether or not it's going to be a big failure. So I'm going to get cleaned up what I've got out here. And then I'll see what I can do to make this Thanksgiving slightly different. And the best thing about making cocktails and mocktails, anything like that, is about experimenting. If something doesn't work or doesn't like to your taste, change it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I've got too much of tequila in it, or I've got not enough tequila. Add a little bit more. Take a bit more off. I want a little bit with a different color. Add green.
Too much tequila. I'm sorry. This is a phrase that I'm unaware of. That must be some strange British thing.
Dave, you know what I'm like.
Yeah, that's fair. So while you clean that up, I'm gonna be.
What'd you say?
Sacrilege, actually, what he just said.
My probably as old as Christian's one here.
As old as Christian's baking apparatus, not as old as
Yeah,
Christian.
exactly.
And so I've got this set, maybe a little
Hey,
bit
hey, like me, it still works.
about 325. But no grease on this other than the butter that's inside.
I love the mini spatulas.
Oh, they're wonderful. They're absolutely just the best thing ever.
They're me-sized.
My God.
I need a bunch of mini spat. Oh, I shouldn't. I've got a lot of very small cooking utensils.
Something to be aware of when you make something
Want
like
to try one,
this.
sir?
And you should always make sure to do at least a good test run to know where your hot spots are.
No, it's not.
Use them
Perfect
for-
prop.
So,
One second.
Mark, you almost there? No. Right. In between. What we're in between all of the things. Now we're just taking pictures of that. We'll adjust that. So, what I'm gonna. Jasmine, do you have any more candy for us?
I've got a lot of candy, but you've probably now got it all in the States anyway, or in Canada. Actually, I was reading. I've got a question for you guys. I was reading that you guys don't have curly whirlies over there. No. Is that true, or do you have curly whirlies?
We do not.
What's curly whirlies?
No. Wow. Okay, so I love a curly whirly. So basically, it's just like a chocolate. It's a piece of chocolate with is it like toffee inside? It's like,
Wait a minute.
really chewy.
Didn't you send me one of those, Mark? Didn't you send me one of those in that package?
Yes, Christian.
Okay. Thanks, Mark.
I like that because these are really. I really like it. I just like the design of them. They're fun. You know, like when you get sweets or candy, and chocolate, which looks fun. These are always been my favourite. No, one of my favourites, I say. Just like I don't know. It's just random.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it's like
You know what's? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, you guys also get the good Cadbury.
They do.
Yeah, I was reading that. Like, they
Our
came over to the
Cadbury was
States.
bought by Hershey bought the right to Cadbury in the States, so Hershey makes it, and it's not made well here, so it tastes completely different, and it's so much better in the UK.
Yeah, because don't you I could be reading this wrong, but don't you add more like chocolate in a sense, cocoa into your chocolate bars than what we have?
There's no milk, no real milk.
Oh really? Oh, that's probably it then.
I think Hershey recently released a chocolate bar, and they were like, now made with real milk, and I was like, what was it made with before? Please enlighten me.
Fake milk?
It was like milk chocolate now made with real milk, and I was like, please tell me what it was made with. Yeah, but like Cadbury buttons, the buttons,
yeah,
so good. We don't have those here.
Oh, I'm really surprised.
Not even an American version.
They don't have rice.
It's funny you mentioned that because I just remember the good old days that at one point, just not so far off back, that all the fast food restaurants are going, now our burgers are made with 100% beef. I'm like, what? What else did you have?
Real beef.
Yeah, we're like real beef. I'm like, what was the alternative that you had in there?
Hey, look, it beats the horse cake scandal we had a few years ago, where I think Tesco was selling, was it beef or something, Mark? And it was actually like horse. But yeah, no, I'm really surprised that Cadbury's have done that. They haven't given you like in a sense our chocolate.
Yeah. This burger tastes like beef.
Because we used to. And I feel like it was when Doctor Who and a lot of like the British shows started taking off here. That's when Hershey was like, oh, we're making money with that company. Let us buy it out in the States. And I was like, no, like it was the one chocolate we had that was actually decent. So it's still better than most Hershey's, but it's not as good as the UK version.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's fair. Yeah, because Mark was saying the other day, you guys don't have Smarties. Like your Smarties are different to our Smarties.
Yeah.
Smarties are the same as yours, give or take. But the American Smarties, in Canada we call them rockets. Little chalk pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their Smarties in the US.
Yeah, because what Mark showed us a picture, what you class as and Smarties will be our Fizzlers, like Parma Violet sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which completely threw me because I was in the States like about a month ago. I'm walking down the sweets aisle. I was like, where? Like, you know what you're used to. I was looking for so much, and I was like, no, I don't know what any of this is.
Yeah, I don't either, and I live here.
I mean, it's like I was walking around. Like, I'm obsessed with a drink called Iron Brew. Like, it's a proper Scottish drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Our Publixes have it in the international section.
That's where I was walking around for ages finding it. Thought I found it, but I found Fanta. I was like, you're like.
It's different. It's so different. No, but they actually have the Iron Brew. It's in the international section, and it's always on the bottom shelf, tucked away in the back. And
I was like, that's like it here. And I went to the Asda earlier to get a load of stuff, and the eyebrows in the bottom at the back. And I was like, come on, you know.
Yeah. Last trip over there when Mark and I made some videos, and that was one of the ones he made me try. I liked it.
What do you think of it?
So
I liked
good.
Good.
Someone's like, are you trying to keep this a secret?
I'm like, my brain says it tastes like orange, but it doesn't. It tastes like quinine, what it tastes like. But
I had it. We have a Scottish Highland Games that happens annually, kind of near Orlando, and that's where I had Iron Brew for the first time.
Made a big one. There you go. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness, that's like
made a big lumpia.
Boom.
I just made it long. That's all. I just used, instead of folding the square, I made an entire lengthwise.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm experimenting, so just like a college kid.
It looks really. So what? I'm trying to understand what the word you're saying. Is it flupia?
Lumpia. L-U.
L-U-P-I-A?
L-U-M-P-I-A. Lumpia.
There's an M. Okay. And it's just like a seasoned meat in a fried.
Yeah, it's just seasoned meat.
Thing.
Just for those of you who are trying to make it, it's garlic, carrots. I had shredded carrots to make life easier. Onions. I used a white onion and salt and pepper. But that was my mother's recipe. That was what she gave. So later on, I'm hoping, as a tradition, when I make my own lumpia, I'll experiment with like other seasonings to see if I can do something different. But that was always the generic version that I've always come across.
You could do a hamburger version, like cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you could do like a couple things, but like her lumpia was the best.
Oh yeah.
So when it comes to Asian mothers, your Asian mothers is always the best. It's better than everything else.
No, of course.
Yeah.
So I've got a almost finished product for us.
Okay.
So I cheaped out a little bit because everyone can make their own whipped cream. Who the hell cares? I don't need to make that on the air.
Oh, that's pretty.
Take a bunch of that.
In the States, we even have pumpkin spice whipped cream.
A bunch of these strawberries. Now, this is, like I said, this is not so much an actual shortcake in the traditional sense that we might otherwise think. It's closer to a scone.
Scone or scone?
Yes. Whichever way you want to pronounce it. Pile that up. Let's throw a little bit more there. And we've got the top part of it. There, just we go. And just
Happy birthday.
One more strawberry.
Awesome.
So there we have
That's so
individual Carlos strawberry shortcake.
That's so pretty.
Yeah. It's a cute recipe. I made it once before. I'm going to make another batch where I'm going to make, this is about the size of a hamburger bun. I mean, you can see, compared to my hand, right? Like that's a fairly large dessert.
Oh yeah.
And that made 6. That batch right this size. So I'm going to do a set with 8. I'm going to take that for Thanksgiving. We're going to have Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday, my sister's house. And I'm going to have some of those. And I'm going to have Welsh cakes, which I will show off in just a couple moments. Because I can.
Okay, let's go back and see whether this experiment will work.
Dun, dun, dun.
So what I'm going to do is making something completely random. I've never done this before, but it'll be fun to try to do. So this time, as we're like almost in the after party now, I think. Are we in the after party?
We're well past. We've gone well past the after party.
Yeah, we're doing a marathon right now.
Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to whip this up. Okay, so I've got some cream. I'm just ripping some stuff on it. So what I'm going to do, in the shaker, I'm going to put cherry syrup. And now, because we're after butter, we're going to use absolute raspberry. I'm going to put this in here. I'm not even bothering measuring out. I'm just tipping it in. And I'm going to use a bit of apple juice. Just one thing to remind, when you do shaking up, try to avoid any carbonated drinks in shakers because it does go everywhere. Trust me, I've learned from my experiences. Right, I'm going to put some crushed ice in the glass. Okay. And this is one thing I haven't experimented is I'm going to use a cinnamon stick. Yeah, in the shaker. So I've never tried this before. In goes the cinnamon stick into the shaker. And the ice is melting everywhere. Just going to look at it. I think I'm going to put a top of grenadine in it just to make it a little bit redder. Don't want it too much, but I want it enough to go a little bit red. Okay. Again. Shaking it all up. With the cinnamon stick in. And once that's done, I'm just going to drain out into this. Just to about there. Still think it's got some sparkles. I'm going to add some cream. I mix the cream with some maple syrup. Just pushing it down a little bit. What's the favourite thing we have on Foodies? About 2 years ago, Dave.
Sorry?
No, what did we come up with Foodie when we done a food thing? What was a big problem we had?
not enough booze.
Do you remember these?
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
However, I was going around the shop and I found these ones.
Oh,
red and whites.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tip. I'm just going to go back to the other camera.
Oh, okay. Let's see what you've done.
So all I've done a cinnamon, apple, raspberry, and cherry mix on the bottom with whipped cream of maple syrup, topped up with red and white Smarties, just like the Canadian way. Hey, Dave? What would you name this drink? I'll give you the choice to name it.
Dave's demise.
Sure, we'll go Dave's demise. I like that.
There you go.
Strong enough for that. But, you know.
Is there a better name for it?
No. I don't know. Put in the comments if you think you can come up with a better name of this Canadian drink.
Put in the comments.
There you go. And that's what I said. I've never done this before. I've never played around with cinnamon sticks in cocktail shakers or whipped cream in with maple syrup. But this is the idea about making mocktails and cocktails. It's an experiment. Enjoy.
That's beautiful.
Right.
Oh, Dave, there was I've just noticed now that I didn't realize, but Gordon Ramsay actually goes on to his, I guess he does a sharing for his TikTok. Yeah. That he'll see somebody who's making a recipe or making an item, and he'll criticize as the person's making the item. I'm just like, oh, he's going to have a 2-hour fun fest when he hits this video. So we're all doomed.
Oh, dear.
Wait, he's going to love my cooking, isn't he? I bossed it.
It's like if you put out a cooking video and he critiques it, I'm just like, oh boy. And that's on the internet forever.
Hence why I did drinks.
Yeah. So, the glory that is both cakes. My family will usually have with imperial cheese, which is a somewhat processed, very, very sharp cheddar product. Comes in a little container like so. And yeah, so a good sharp cheddar will work. Just right on top there. And it is absolutely just delicious.
I'm sorry.
I'm just eating the cream.
So yeah, I mean, I've got, this was one round. I've probably got 4 or 5. Oh. My mom's original recipe didn't have that ginger in it. It works.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, kind of delicious. I wish you were all here, except I don't, because then I'd have to share with you.
So I wish we were all there.
Yeah, we wish we were all there. It's Canadian. It's a Canadian holiday, so
well,
there you go. There is my little plate of lumpia. And there's the big one I made. And that is for dinner tonight.
You have no camera.
And there's
You're cameraless.
I'm cameraless?
You are cameraless.
Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. There's Olympia. I don't know how I went cameraless, but there we go. And you can try any sweet and sour sauce. I'm big on La Choy. That's just me. And there's the one sample I'm going to try again. I think I just made these a little bit too big, because usually it's best when the meat's a little thinner. That's good.
So
put this next to your Thanksgiving Day dinner.
For me to end everything off, because it's been one of those days. In honor of you, I got my Ghost Tequila, which is an American tequila. You can't even get this up here. I have to get it in the States, and I will have it in my Hard Rock London shot glass because just to show all of the love to all of the people.
American tequila in UK shot glass. I mean, yes.
Canadian Thanksgiving. All the burn.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And to all a good night.
Do we have anything else to talk about before we do the and all a good night part? Christian, do you have anything else to say?
Well, not yet. I'm making my way back to the bedroom. Hang on a sec.
That works. Mark, you have anything?
Mark, you're on mute. If you said something a minute ago, we didn't hear you.
I said I'm sugaring out with all these mocktails with syrup.
Yeah, it is kind of late for the two of you.
Yeah, 1:30.
Yeah. Jess, anything for you? Sorry, Jessica. Do you have anything going on in the near future?
No, I just really enjoyed I harvested those Suntarans and they are gone. It was very good. I'm so sorry I could not share with you all, but yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. But I do wish I could have some of those Welsh cakes.
What you should do is
and your candy. Honestly, and we'll have to come up with a vegetarian version of Christians.
So. Oh, that's easy.
Oh, that's not hard.
That's super easy. Yeah. So I'm here for all of it. So we all have to meet and bring all the goodies.
Are you going to be at Pensacon?
Me?
Yes.
When is Pensacon?
End of February.
End of February. MegaCon's the beginning of February.
Oh my gosh.
Pensacon's the end of February. Yeah, they threw them right on top of each other. So.
I would like to, but we shall see how the cash is flowing.
So, just to sweeten the pot a little bit,
you're going to be at
Pensacon. For context, that's about 3,500 kilometers, maybe 4,000 kilometers.
Close enough to
that is almost corner to corner, but I'm farther north, so you might as well just go Seattle to Pensacola. I'm going to drive down to Pensacon. I will bring some Welsh cakes.
Oh.
But I'm going to come to Pensacon. I love MegaCon. I love my Fan Expo family. I always get to see some of my people from home at MegaCon. But Pensacon being at the end of the month, and then I've got the Gamma Expo trade show the following week in Louisville, Kentucky. And then Quad Ball, formerly Quidditch Canada's national championship, another weekend after that in Ontario. So I'm just basically going to come down and over the course of a couple of weeks, work my way up and then go back all the way across to home again.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
I'll start saving now.
Delicious. Look at it. Delicious. Yes.
You're kind of scaring me right now.
Precious.
We got some,
All right, I'm taking that
Eagle
out.
vibes going on. Speaking of, did you guys celebrate Hobbit Day?
Do what now?
Hobbit Day. It was Frodo and Bilbo's birthday the other week.
Oh. Okay.
And I made stuff with potatoes because, taters.
Potatoes.
I mean, you gotta celebrate Hobbit Day. What is it? It's like September 22nd?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just catching up on the 100 chats that I missed while making.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've.
No. It's fine. I want to say hello to Tiffany Hicks. I don't remember if you'd come in here before. I think this is your first time, Tiffany. So, but she gave a yummy. She gave the yummy. I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping it until. I'm keeping Jessica up until the show ends. That's how I'm just going to roll right now.
No.
That's,
I'm
I've just
everyone.
seen a comment from Andrew Morrison about you could be all Blue Peter presenters. Do you guys know what Blue Peter is?
I'm familiar with it, but I only seen a couple episodes. Usually they have the doctor on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Peter is like this, like children's. How would you say it, Jess?
Sesame Street meets a talk show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of, yeah.
Without the puppets, it's more serious than Sesame Street.
I mean,
There's
the one
more-
line to sum it up is, here's one I made earlier.
Yeah,
This
they
is essentially...
like make something.
Oh my god!
And then they actually try to like
I'm gonna go save my roommate. I'll be
you
right back.
stick it back plastic, and then suddenly they make this amazing model that they've done earlier on.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, Mike. Dog's milk. Full of bone jelly. I don't know if you know he caught this. Matthew was in here. He said hi.
Hi, Matt.
Or Matthew.
Matthew. I know him. I know him. It's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
All right.
He's the man who referred you to us. So, cool beans. All right. Well, I know you guys are beyond your clock time. So.
I have to cook. I have to clean this up and then cook supper.
Oh God.
So I took that.
Just eat Welsh cakes. It'll be fine.
Well, my roommate found out. My roommate found out I was making this episode, so he made pizza puffs in muffin balls. So we're gonna have pizza puffs and lumpia tonight. So I'm gonna look like Violet Beauregard when she's eating that gum. But yeah, exactly. To wheel me out of here.
My foolhardy original plan for the night was to quickly slide supper after this episode and then go stream on my Twitch channel. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Okay.
So, which is a little disappointing. So today, Smirk and Dagger Games came out with their Kickstarter for the new Night Cage expansion. It funded it's at several $100%, and because it funded in 30 minutes. And so I'm going to be playing the original Night Cage tomorrow on my Twitch channel. I don't know exactly what time because, but I'm going to try and make it a little bit extra fun, a little bit dark and fun. You can always read the review of the original Night Cage right there. And somewhere in here, I have my... there you go. Easiest way to find out, wander over to the Twitch channel. Please sign up and hit that bell, all of the wonderful stuff. Because then it'll let you know when I go live. And then later on, it'll come up on my YouTube, which is the same URL, but YouTube. Because both systems hate periods. So there we go.
Oh, my hair.
Periods? Periods or full stops?
Sorry? Oh, yes. No, YouTube does, and Twitch does. That's who does.
Well, I can safely say and announce that October 22nd, we are going to be doing a virtual con here for San Diego Who, again, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. We haven't done this in a while, and this is actually going to be a great time. It's Doctor Who Takes on the Multiverse. And they're going to have, we're going to have everybody interacting, but the folks over at SD who have brought us on, what it is the storyline behind this is that, oh, that's gorgeous. The storyline behind it is the Master has given up trying to kill the Doctor in our universe, so he's opened up the door to other universes, and he tries to recruit a new villain to try to take out the Doctor. You get to pick the hero that the Doctor fights with, and the Master, through random chance, will get to pick the villain that he's chosen to take out your hero and the Doctor. So a really good one, for example, was Nisha. We didn't get a chance to do Nisha's. She picked Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, and by random chance, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman ended up with the 12th Doctor fighting Hans from Die Hard.
Hans Gruber
from Die Hard. That's the kind of zaniness that we put into the multiverse. And we've got a whole new bunch of baddies. and we're recruiting the doctors to see who he's going to take on to stop the Master from trying to wipe him out of the multiverse. So that's the kind of fun we're going to have, and that's going to be taking place October 22nd, 1 to 2 p.m. here, Eastern Standard Time at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And I think that's we're going to have Dave, do we have an announcement for next week's episode, or are we still?
We don't have. Yeah, I saw the message. No, we don't have an announcement yet. My money says we're making it up. We're going to wing it because I have a feeling we're not getting the guests that we had penciled in. That's my feeling here.
Okay, we have a guest lined up, but if we don't get a confirmation, we were hoping that the guest would arrive, but if not, we're going to be doing some Halloween stuff for fun this coming Tuesday, and we have as soon as I find out tomorrow, we may have a surprise announcement that we're going to make an appearance somewhere here in Orlando. I think Jessica knows. I'm hoping she could come.
I think is it the thing that was discussed earlier today?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I would like to.
Yes, well, we're hoping we'll get a confirmation by tomorrow from the facility that we're going to be going there.
It's only a day away.
It's only a day away, but if we do this, it's going to be in 2 weekends, I think, from now, if I'm not mistaken.
You're reading my mind on that, Jessica. Yes, that's where I was. Tomorrow joke. I think you.
Not yet tomorrow.
So for these two, it's tomorrow.
For those two, it's today.
They're already in the future. Yeah, it's today. It's tomorrow. There. I wasn't born yesterday.
Fun now.
Yeah, I wasn't born yesterday. So, thank you, Jessamine. Thank you, Dave Chapman. Check him out on Twitch TV /theratHole.ca, DOT spelled out.ca, and the Candyman. I'm from all the way over in Mark. And Jess, check her out on the Instagram, Song Swung Cosplay. And tomorrow, Dave is going to have an episode. Check it out again on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel. Oh, I forgot to pull up the damn banners. Here we go. Facebook.com/A-Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We're closing in on 72,000 followers. You guys are amazing. There are a lot of you. I'd give you each a hug, but I would be dead by the time that I'd finished. So you are all over the place. We're closing on 72,000. We're trying to see if we can get 100,000 because I'm just selfish that way. If you want to listen to us on your favorite. Ambitious.
Positive.
No, selfish. That's the word I'm looking for. If you want to listen to our episodes, iHeartRadio, Sci-Fi.radio.
No, I'm kidding.
She is. So Sci-Fi.radio, Odyssey, Spotify, Spreaker, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, you can find us out there. You can also check us out on TikTok. And of course, before you close the door, youtube.com/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS down there. Don't forget to say your goodbyes as we leave, guys. Thank you for joining us on this 2.5 hour. And you know what? Melanie really wanted to do something. Dude, doesn't say we can't do a part 2 of this.
Christmas. Can we do a Christmas cooking? Sorry.
We're gonna wait.
So
we know what is going on with the specials. Because, dear God, BBC, will you give us some dates?
Give us some dates. Yeah, we'll know November 23rd, but beyond that, we don't know if all 3 episodes are going to be together. They're going to spread them out by weeks. If they're going to put them on, it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And, of course, they're doing it right on, of all days, Thanksgiving, which the American Thanksgiving, that's why we're doing the Foodie Special today out here. So,
my entire world is revolving around those dates. Give them to me. Because I literally am planning my entire professional month around those dates that I don't have.
Just keep up on our Facebook pages. We'll let you know of everything that's coming up. And again, before you leave, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, whether you're watching live right now, if you're just catching up on us afterwards. Comment, leave, tell us about your favorite recipes out there. Share this to everybody out there. And don't forget to subscribe. Tony, take us out. Have a great Thanksgiving.